it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Mike, 50, 53, Mike. Watch twist.
Allen now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard. Or two shy of the 10.
37 yards. First down, Bills.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gore. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That's ready. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got you.
The run right side. It's Gore. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 13 yards out, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The Jets take over 3rd and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Darnold now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Check 26.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We go, set. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Hey, Alpha.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Flushed out right. Darnold, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Darnold from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a handoff for Gore. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 50-yard line.
Check 53. It's a party now.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. He hits Beasley right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tremaine Johnson could not be contained on the corner blitz. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And New York set to take the field. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
So we got man. Man, 80. 49, come on. 49,
out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and Gore hit. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Watch the twist. Man, 80. 49.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
65.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Allen now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Mike's by 4. He don't know no better.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They will run with Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Allen operating from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
New York set to take the field. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
On second down now, it's Bell. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. And 80.
To throw is Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
At the 47-yard line.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We're going to start. Watch 49. Crunch time, defense.
Here's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And the Bills' first down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
53, Mike, 53.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Keep playing hard.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What you got, Abby? Give me some. Greystone, travel. Let's go. Hey, switch gears. Check it out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A give to Bell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Slam.
They'll go again with Bell. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Darnold on 3rd down. Now he'll escape to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We're going to sign. 49. Mike's 49. Now watch one, watch one.
On first down, it's Bell, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
We're going to sign. 149. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, set.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Again, it's Bell. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's good for Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Go, sign. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go. Kill. The lady.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
We're going to sign. 49 to Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The kick by Bryant is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, Allen going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen to throw again. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and that's complete to Croft. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a 1st down on that last catch as well. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's scored. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And now they'll throw with Allen. He finds Yeldon. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Jets take over.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Your track, your track.
Back to throw, Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
We gotta step it up. Young lady. 49. Smooth. 49 for Mike. Gotta do better.
Darnold now to throw. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. Young lady. Hey, Delta.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Son. 49. Lunch 49. I got you. I got you, son. I got you.
Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Third and long, it's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Auschko with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Ed Oliver in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
We go side. 49. Mine's 49. We ain't giving them nothing today.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
12 yards there on a first down.